Welcome back, friends. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the objectives of production and operation management, scope and significance of production and operation management. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about historical evolution of production and operation management, services versus goods, and place of production and operation manager in an organizational structure. So let us begin with historical evolution of production and operation management. Production and operation management has evolved in response to technological progress, market competition, and changing organizational needs. Its development can be broadly classified into a distinct phases. So we have divided the uh, progress of historical development of production and operation management into 8 phases. The first phase is pre-industrial phase, where the key focus is craft production, and second phase is industrial revolution, where the key focus is on mass production. Third phase is scientific management, where the key focus is efficiency and standardization. Then human relations. In human relations, the key focus is worker motivation. Then operational research and system, where the key focus is optimization and modeling. Then there is a quality era, which focus on lean manufacturing, JIT and TQM, total quality management. Then there is a phase of strategic production and operation management, where the key focus is on integration with business strategy. And in the last phase, there is a digital era which is continued till now. Here the key focus is Industry 4.0 and sustainability. Now let us discuss one by one each phase. First we will talk about the pre-industrial era, which is before 1760. The production is largely craft-based and it is carried out by the skilled worker. Small scale customized product using a simple tool are the key features in this era. Low productivity, high cost and limited standardization. Management focus was minimum and informal. So that was in the pre-industrial era. Then as the revolution begins, industrial revolution begins, the era of industrial revolution started from 1760 to 1900. So in this era, there is introduction of machines, steam power and factories, shift from craft production to mass production, division of labor increased the productivity, early factory management practices emerged. Then there are notable contributors like Adam Smith, who work on the principles of division of labor. Then after that, scientific management era begins, that is from 1900 to 1930. So here the focus is on efficiency and productivity through scientific analysis. F.W. Taylor introduced time and motion studies, where motions are economized with the help of different work study methods. Standardization of work methods and tools take place. Clear separation of planning and execution take place in this era. Emphasis is on cost reduction and output maximization. So these things happen in scientific management era. Then after that, human relation movement begins from 1930 to 1950. So in this era, there is recognition of importance of human factors in productivity. Then worker motivations and morale techniques are developed. Then shift from purely mechanical efficiency to employee well-being. Then there is an integration of social and psychological aspect into operations. So these human relations bring into the production and productivity in human relations movement era. After that, operational research and systems approach starts begin from 1950 to 1970. So in this era, there is application of mathematical models and quantitative techniques are there. Then there are certain inventory models, queuing theory, linear programmings. With the help of these models and these theories, we are able to increase the productivity. Then computer technology enabled to process the complex data. Then there is emphasis on the optimization and decision making. So these things happen in this era. Then after that, modern manufacturing systems and quality era begins. That is from 1970 to 1990. So in this era, the major focus is on quality of the product. So quality, flexibility, and customer satisfaction. These are the key areas. Yeah, the introduction of new techniques like JIT, TQM, lean manufacturing comes in this phase. Global competition influence process improvements. Japanese manufacturing practices gain the prominence in this era. So after that, now the present era, which we call it, this is technology driven and strategic era of production and operation management. This era is from 1990 to 2010. So in this era, there is an integration of ERPs, CAD CAM, SIM, and automation take place. Operations are aligned with organizational strategy. Supply chain management emerged as a key discipline. Emphasis is on responsiveness and time based competition. Now, then today we are in the era of digital and sustainable operational era, where there is a adoption of industry 4.0 technologies. It includes artificial intelligence, IoT, big data analytics, robotics and automation, and primary focus is on sustainability and green operations. Data driven decision makings and smart factories are there. Customer criteria and agile operations dominate in this era. So this is how the development of production and operation management take place from early 18th century to till now. And there are different contributors who contribute during this era. Adam Smith, who contributed in specialization of labor in manufacturing, then Charles Babbage, then F.W. Taylor, who work on time study and method study, Gilpreth, Gantt, Schwartz, Roming. So different persons contributed in different years and contributed with the different techniques. Then Deming. So Deming work on the quality and productivity applications, CAD CAM and robotics. So different contributed during these operations or these developments. So that's all about the historical evolution of production and operation management. Thank you.